Hey everybody, it's Yuki once again. Welcome to our tour of Moonlight House 2.0, the second edition tour. And now we can see what I put into here as we prepare for our VR chat live stream later tonight at 5:30 in this particular world. It's not up yet. By the time this video is up, the PC version might be up already. Okay, so keep that in mind. The Quest version will be up before we go live tonight. Keep in mind that my voice will be different tonight because I will be playing as my character, Francis the Wolf, and I have a story about him in a moment. But this is the garden area in the front. Now you may be wondering why you cannot enter the garden. First of all, it's not done yet. I'm gonna finish it next build, but what is in the garden is just your regular garden. There's nothing else to it. The only reason why you cannot go in there right now is because I have a box collider with this red thing right here. Now, this red thing is actually in my real life house. It's this little curvy barrier that you can see if you really look at my house correctly. It is this red barrier. It's this mini barrier, but you can actually step over it and get to the garden. Now, the actual grass here in presented here is actually a little too tall than the one in real life. I only did that for now, but I will be allowing you to walk through the grass next build. Okay, now obviously it is Halloween too, so obviously I have to decorate for the occasion. It is Halloween, so yay, happy Halloween to you. And obviously, if you have this, the information screen is presented to you right here. And obviously, we do have a birthday stream planned next Wednesday, October 25th, 2023. 5:30 to 6:30, and I am very strict with that. Normally, I don't get strict with live times. So normally, we go up to 7 for our streams. Now, obviously, with the playoffs for baseball, I've been very interested in the baseball playoffs, even though my Dodgers lost. I've been very interested in the ALDS particularly because it's a battle of Texas Rangers and Astros. And then Phillies and Diamondbacks got very interesting. So I've been cutting my streams off because I want to watch the playoffs as well. Those playoffs are really good games, to be honest. But be but besides baseball, let's go inside the house. So this is the living room, number one. And you may have noticed I have a piano here. Again, replicates my real life house. This piano, in terms of VR chat, is a little tall, but we'll deal with it. You can now sit on the couches presented here. As you can see, we have a TV over there. We're going to go there in a moment. Then we have this fireplace, and you can turn on the fireplace by using this white button presented here. You can turn it off with the same button too. Over here, we have two buttons to turn on the lights. If you turn on this one, you're going to turn on living room number two, and if you turn on the bottom one, you're going to turn on living room number one. And you can have them both on or off at the same time if you choose to. Over here, we have the shelf. Now, in real life, there is no Halloween candy in there. There's actually an elephant collection. Now, don't worry, not real life elephants. We're talking about those glass elephants that you would usually buy like at your local store. So my dad actually has an elephant collection in the house. I will tell you, it's not complete anymore. Why? When I was younger, I played with those things. I'm like, yeah, I'm playing with those elephants. And to this day, and we were just cleaning the elephant collection a few weeks ago, and it brought me back to my childhood for some reason. Especially the elephant band toy thing. Those were fun to play with when I was younger. I We still have that elephant collection today, by the way. there's actually another shelf here in real life, but I'm not gonna replicate that just because I don't want it to be too replicated. Over here is living room number two, and we have two tables on the left and right of this couch. We actually got a new couch recently. Now, this is actually not a replication of that couch, though. Now, you can see there's a TV here. Now, it does say Welcome to Moonlight House 2.0, but next build, I'm actually adding something to that. So, this is more like a placeholder for that thing. And you can see that we can sit on the couch. Now, my real life couch, the real life couch in the house, the reason why it is not replicated is because the new couch that we got actually has a bed underneath, and I have slept on the bed, and pretty com it's pretty comfy. So you see this table, the bed extends all the way to where this table is, and then you can just put your stuff on there, like your pillow, your comforters, your stuff in there. Yeah, pretty comfy. Okay. On the table, there's nothing on the table here, but in real life, there is a remote control area, which is going to lead into my new feature coming up for this, but I'm not sure what exactly to put in there yet. I don't want to make it too much because of the limit. I'll explain that because it is getting close. There is no radio here because, well, what are you going to listen to right now? I could add a radio for music, but I'm not going to do it right now just because I don't want it to make it too complicated as it already is. You see here we have a camera. This is not a mirror, this is a camera. You may think it's a mirror because you can actually activate it with this button, but this is not a mirror, and the reason why this is not a mirror because you don't have HD, SD option. So you only have one button. But you can actually still use this as a camera thing. It's a camera. So the camera is actually positioned behind the wall, and it's looking at this area right here. We'll get into that sign in a moment though. So now speaking of that sign and that area, this is the dining room. Now you might be wondering, it's a small dining room. Well, to replicate the house, I have to make this one in VR chat small because for the characters to sit on the tables. I mean, excuse me, on the chairs, not the table. So we have this. So you can look around, say hi, 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 eat some cake, eat some pizza too. And we have pizza here. We also have party supplies. You may be wondering why is there a happy birthday sign when it's a when there's Halloween? What is this? What is going on here? Whose birthday is it? Well, funny enough, I'm releasing this build 1 week before my actual birthday, which means the reason why it's a Halloween is because it's Halloween season. But when I said this is build 1.00s, 1.00s, that means special. If I put S in front of the number instead of A, B, C, that means it's a special build. And particularly for this build, it is my birthday build. And that's the reason why we're streaming live next Wednesday. Okay? Now, will the Wednesday stream kick off the Thursday stream? As of right now, no. But it could happen. When I say kick off, I mean to say if I stream on Wednesday instead of Thursday, does the Thursday stream get canceled because we stream on Wednesday? That's to be determined because you're going back to back. You're going Wednesday for the birthday, Thursday for the regular. And remember, Tuesday we do VR chat too, normally. So you're looking at three straight back to back VR chats. So it is possible I cancel the Thursday because of Tuesday and Wednesday. But I'll talk about that when we get into next week. I don't want to get to it too much just because I want to make sure you get the tour. Here is the kitchen. Now, real life kitchen, I have exactly everything in order except for this, and there's something over here. There's a water thing. You can get water right here, but I decided not to put it. But I will be putting something in here later. There is, however, a sign that says kitchen interaction coming later. When I'm saying kitchen interaction, you may have noticed that there's a table here. Now, when I put this interaction in play, next build or in two builds, once I learn how to do it, you can actually combine objects. So let's say you get like sugar, salt, pepper, and all that good stuff. You can cook something for you and your crew. So a little cooking thing is going to come into play once I learn how to do it, and particularly how to play with it. Just have to learn how to do it first. So that's why it says kitchen interaction coming later. So right now, as it stands for this build later today, you cannot do anything with the kitchen, and anything and every and as you can see, you can't do anything anyway because there's no box collider as of this time. The only thing, no, that not even the table has a box collider. So I'm gonna put the box colliders next build so that you can play with the kitchen. Now we go over to here, and this is the hallway. So real life house, there's a door to your right. It says guest room in VR chat, but in real life, that's my grandparents from the Philippines are coming back home. To, okay, let me rephrase that. My grandparents from the Philippines are coming to their second home here. Their first home is in Manila, in the Philippines. Obviously, they were born there. They're coming back here. This is their room. But in VR chat, I called it the guest room, which means it's just a room. Congratulations. Now, originally, I was going to add a playroom for this build because back when I was younger, there was a playroom inside of this particular room. And actually, you cannot tell where it is, but I will tell you where it was. So there was only one bed in here at the time, and then the playroom was actually over here. If you go beyond this door, excuse me, where this bed is, there was supposed to be a playroom where there was like bowling pins and all that good stuff. But beyond that, there was actually a door leading to the backyard on the right of that playroom. We don't have that. We have where the door used to be. We don't have the playroom anymore. Okay, so no more playroom. But I did want to try to add it. But if I added that playroom, I would lose out on it might change the MB, how much size it is. I could still add it next build if I feel like you guys want it, but that would mean to change the guest bedroom. And now we get to the character rooms. By character rooms, I actually mean this is the Moonlight House. So, who do you expect in the Moonlight House? The characters. So, obviously, there is one room that is not in play yet, and that is this one right here. This is going to the backyard. Oh, also from the kitchen, you can go to this door. But obviously, you cannot go to the backyard yet because the backyard update is not coming until November and potentially December because I still have to update the card game I'm making. So, yeah. But the character rooms, okay. We have three character rooms in this build. Now, because of rules, there was some rules I had to follow. So, in my real life house, the location of the backyard area opens to build 1.5a. This is actually my dad's office. Obviously not replicated. No way. Why is it empty right now? I'm still thinking of what to add in there. On the right, this where Francis and Luna the wolf is. This is actually my parents' room. Obviously, cannot be replicated. However, I added both of their rooms to the left and right. But you may have noticed a few other things. This is the portal room. What is the portal room? The portal room is a good question, by the way, y'all. It allows you to go to portals that I made in terms of other worlds. So as you can see, if you guys want to play the PvP snipers only, I added that in this area. If you want to go to the original Moonlight House, where it was before the remake, you can actually go there too. Here's the caveat. The caveat right now is I cannot directly go there because I'm using a test build. If this was a build where I already uploaded this build online and you guys get to play, you can actually go there. Okay? So any worlds that I make, so basically this is a world showcase room where I show you guys, hey, I made some worlds for you. Why don't you guys visit? So this is what that is. Now we've been wondering, wait a second, don't you didn't you make more worlds? What happened to that one world where you showed off your favorite content creators? Remember that one? The reason why it's not here is because that's PC only, and that was only a build to test out me as a VR chat world developer. That was my very first time learning how to make a VR chat world. But so I decided not to add that. Also because it's PC only, and I don't want to do that if it's PC only. Now, on the left is worlds that I already established. Now, on the right, eventually, I'm going to add test world. So if I want to try a new something new system where I find it like trolleys PvP, or if our buddy here makes a new system for the PvP for the sniper, then you would see it on the right. So that, and by the way, from what I heard and what I read on the VR chat updates, and I still have to make a video for those. There's apparently a shot where VR chat is going to support Unity 2022, and from what I read, don't do it yet because it's not ready. But the reason why that's important is because that means I get to add more assets from the Unity Asset Store, and one of them is the low poly gun game. Okay, why is that important? Because remember my shooting range in the PvP world? I can actually use that for moving targets. That means I can animate targets in the world and you can do your own target range. That means another update to Yuki City PvP is going to come out next year. Okay, so the reason why it's not up right now is because I'm building something cool for you guys. I cannot explain what it is yet because I don't want to spoil it. So that's what's going on there. As far as Moonlight House 1, that's the last update because of this build right here. But you might be wondering what will it affect in terms of role plays? The last thing we're going to film in Moonlight House 1.0 is I cannot spoil it yet, but it is a Wolf Venture episode. I cannot spoil that yet just because all I'm gonna say it has something to do with Francis the Wolf. Sorry, I cannot say anything because I don't want to spoil it. What I will spoil is the rooms. So this is Luna's room. Obviously, pink is the color of the day when it comes to her. And same thing with Francis the Wolf. Cyan is the color of the day. Now you may be wondering, I missed one room. This room is coming soon. There is a shot. Now, I don't know if you guys remember this. There is another wolf I have not talked about. Her color is purple. Freya the wolf. Why is her why is she not here yet? Because I don't use her much. I'm still trying to make a backstory for her. But this room is not gonna be for Freya though. This is something else. I have to test out something before I say what it is. And I have to be keeping in mind of the budget. Wait a second, there's a budget here? Yes, there is a budget, but I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about space. You see, in VR Chat World development, your limit is a 100 megabyte. If you are willing to add Quest support, if you are only going to be after PC support, then your limit is 300. But because I have friends of ours who use the Quest system, the limit is 100 megabytes. And right now, if I tell you that this world is 84.40 megabytes, then I'm only allowed 16 more. That's the caveat. So this room may not come into fruition if if it goes over 16 megabytes. And actually, technically speaking, it's 15.6 because I said 84.4. Now going out here, we have this room, Francis the Hedgehog room. Obviously, that is for him when he gets made, when he gets into VR chat. But let's take a look inside. Again, this is actually replicating my real life room though. Obviously, I do not have pumpkins in my room. That would not be good. But it is Halloween. What do I have instead in my real life house? How about books? How about a Yuki figure, two Yuki figures, and I'm talking about the one from Sword Art Online. I am a fan of that anime. Don't judge me on that. As you can see, we have a red bed. Now, why is it red? It's because my the 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 linens are red. That's why. And then we have this table with this where I'm at. I'm at the table. I'm sitting on a chair. And then we have this where my printer is. There's a shelf with Halloween candy instead of a printer. Yay. And then we have this TV here again next to the shelf. The only thing that's not replicated is the trash can. I don't need to see that, especially what happened in 2017. And if you know what I'm talking about, congratulations. Anyway, TV, game console. Yes, game console. We have the Nin Station box. That's cool. And then on the right of that, I did not replicate it, but there is a dresser. Okay, so what is coming up next time? One our next big build. So the next build is going to be actually the kitchen. I'm gonna go small now. I'm gonna go small ball. We're gonna add cooking combo of items. We're going to add some other stuff in there, and then on beyond that, we're going to add the first part of the backyard build. So I'm gonna show you guys the backyard in terms of like what is gonna be inside of here. So the backyard build is not coming on until like November, and I might push it back if I feel I need to. So the backyard is actually gonna be over there. I cannot replicate the cars though. There is a way to put cars drivable here, but the problem would be how much space does one car take? It could be 16 megabytes, and that's my budget. Okay, now keep in mind in November as well, the Halloween items will be will be removed though. So this is the Halloween items are only available until the November build. Now you might be wondering, my birthday is over on October 25th, right? Yeah, but the reason why it's going to stay up until like the November build is so that I don't have to update the next week just just to remove the birthday banner. That won't make sense. I'm not just going to remove the birthday banner, update the thing again, then put back the and then remove the Halloween stuff on October 21st, 31st, then remove it back again. That's gonna be seven up. That's gonna be like three updates in a month, and I don't think I don't think that it's not that it's not acceptable. It's more of it's more work, and I don't want to do that. So when is the next like occasion to celebrate? The next one is Thanksgiving. So in November, I'm gonna have a mega build for Thanksgiving. Okay, so instead of Happy Birthday, it's going to say it's gonna be Happy Thanksgiving, or and then there's gonna be like turkey, or what's another popular thing you guys get in Thanksgiving? Um, Turkey, ham, and all that good stuff. Then for Christmas, I'm gonna make a build for you guys again the same way. If you know how I live stream and I usually go to Sovereign's Trail Home, think of Sovereign's Trail Home, but for Moonlight House. I'm gonna do something similar in the occasion, but I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna do it my way. Okay? So if you want to learn more about what's coming up, there's this information banner on the front porch, and as you can see, build 1.05A. We're gonna have try a test room being added for a system I am trying out. I cannot tell you what it is because I have to test it. Test it. The second thing is the first part of the backyard section. Then there's going to be a mini shopping role play store for your enjoyment. Again, assuming that I can get into the budget. Then let's see if you know your baseball. I'm this is just for fun. I'm not gonna do this seriously. But there is something called Congrats Dodgers. Now, what is this referring to in terms of like just for fun? So there's this channel I follow called Urinating Tree. No, I'm not kidding. That's his username. Urinating Tree does this content about the NFL and Major League Baseball (MLB). And what he does, he likes to roast some teams. One of the teams he roasted recently is the Atlanta Braves because of what they lost in the playoffs. Now, he's definitely going to do a congrats Dodgers thing because the Dodgers lost in the playoffs. So I decided, you know what? Let me do my own roasting for once. I am a fan of the Dodgers, but that doesn't mean I cannot roast them a bit. Oh boy, I cannot wait to roast my own team, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna roast them for a little bit, and it's gonna be fun. So let's see if you can tell what can you find the Easter egg. If you guys remember in Moonlight House 1.0, I told you to find the Easter eggs on my channel. One of them being the Call of Duty Resurgence win we got with Gaming with Green, and you guys found it. Question is, can you find the Congrats Dodgers one? It's not in here yet. It's gonna be in the next build. I'm not gonna tell you where I'm gonna hide it, but it's gonna be like the same way I did with the other ones. Picture frame. It's going to be a meme. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a meme. That's all I'm gonna say. And that's and it's a Sonic related. It's a Sonic meme, but it's Dodgers related. That's all I'm gonna say. I cannot explain what it is because I don't want to spoil it. That's all for now. That's the build. If you guys want to play this, PC players can get it early as soon as this video is uploaded. And then Quest users, you'll be available to play it as soon as I uploaded that. And then you're gonna see it live tonight. at around 5:45, assuming plus or minus 10 minutes. That's all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. And any questions, comments, concerns, leave it in the comments below. I will start my Patreon for my World Bit Development Building very soon. Or maybe a Ko-Fi. Who knows? Enjoy. And as always, live life to the fullest. We'll see you guys in about 7 hours. Enjoy.